So finally, people, we are at the end of and the conclusion of the atomic habit, and whatever we learned throughout the process, throughout the book, going from first law, second law, third law, and fourth law, then after some advanced tactics, then after coming into the part of conclusion, reading 20 chapters straight, and that was great experience for me, and I'm so happy that I started reading it with one lesson, then after one page, one, then after two, three pages, and then after coming to the chapters. 20 days are very enough. Like, I have tried reading books for before then, but this method, the atomic books method of creating habit made really make it easier, made it obvious, so that I read it this book every day, every single day. And it's possible now. I've completed the almost completed the book, and I completed the book, and the part was like, when I started reading other books, and because in others book I was trying just to get, for the first day I tried to get over three chapters, then after two chapter I decreased, and then after one page, and eventually it vanished. So the graph should be like this, not like this, the growth graph. So first day you were motivated, second day you were not as that. And as we have before studied about the atomic habits, growth potentials, and starting points, how can we start, how can we make it steady, how can we grow if there are some issues, and a lot of things, everything is tackled in the thing. And I say that if you read this book once, you will be understanding every part of it. Like, you will understand how can we build a habit, and how can it benefit in every aspect. So simple as that. you know a single coin, you if I have a penny, you won't say me rich. But if you keep adding me a single penny every time to time, then what will get? Eventually, at some point, you will say me rich. Same what happens with atomic habits. The atomic's holy grail, main part wasn't like tiny habits at all. It was continuously adding up thousands of those tiny, the stacking of these tiny habits, and that we were after. So the small habits get compounded. That's another thing about atomic habits. They don't add up; they compound. As I said earlier, they compound. I just gave you an example that starting one page, then after chapters to chapters, and then compounded rather than increasing. Same like a simple saying is that one point won't make us rich. One, one positive change like meditating, reading book, or anything else won't make it rich. Unlikely they will deliver nothing noticeable. But after gradually throughout the process, from large to small and to smaller pieces, one after another, scaling to move, when we scale to move, and at some point we will surely see some great events, improvements that will eventually notice and feel, yeah, easier. And then after, eventually we will build a system, because we stick with the system. And if we are not achieving anything, if we're not up to the system, or if we're not up to the habit, then you won't be saying like we want it, or the reason might not be that you don't desire it, but the reason is that you are not, your system don't work. This atomic habit said you don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your system. That's a super thing and super popular stream about our atomic habit book. So please mind it that. And there are a lot of different things that you need to know now. you know Sometime a habit will be hard to remember. You will need to make it obvious. Other times you want to feel like starting and getting into it, you need to make it attractive. In many cases, like, you will find the habit to be too difficult, and you will need to make it easy. And sometimes you will feel like sticking with it, and you won't feel like getting with it, sticking with it. You need to make it satisfying, make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, make it satisfying. And you are set. you know you can't be like, if you are like motivated for one day, that won't work. But it should be enjoyable. Like, there are a lot of bad habits. You observe the bad habits, why and why they exist. The same pattern applies for getting to do good habits. Bad habits, high dopamine, engaging, they are satisfying, they are attracting, and their after effects also remain in our mind for forever. They are obvious, they are not invisible. And they use this psychology and they use this tactics and technique for getting into good habit and removing bad habit. Removing bad habit is also same thing. Make it invisible, make it unattractive, thereafter make it hard and make it unsatisfying. And you are said, you know how remarkable, how great it would be if you can bull and you just don't stop. It's remarkable the business you can build if you don't stop walking. It's remarkable the body you can build if you don't stop training. It's remarkable the knowledge you can build if you don't stop saving. It's remarkable the friendship you can build if you don't stop caring. Small habits don't add up, they compound. That's the power of atomic habits. Tiny changes, remarkable results, and the atomic habits conclusion is like that. So the final thing, there are a lot of other things given as appendix and etc. thing, but you know, revolutionary way to get 1% better every day. Be 1% better every day, and that's the conclusion of the atomic habit. And by tomorrow, I think we'll start with think and grow rich. I would be happy if you just stick with me just for just one day. Stick with me one day and find like okay, he's doing, and I have to do in the same way. Observe yourself like if I'm really getting in the way, if I'm really doing the way, so I'm doing it. Hope you do it, and best of luck for your future, best of luck for your reading, best of luck for your life. Bye bye.